I'd like to welcome you. My name is Linda Pavera. I'm one of 3 chairs putting on the 3rd annual Walk for Water. So on behalf of Water Africa and World Vision, welcome. It's great to have you here. We had a few goals this year, and we are exceeding them. Our goal was to have 300 people here this year, and it looks like we have close to 400. So nice job, you guys, getting the word out. That's very exciting. We have something very special that some of you know. The city of Lake Oswego decided to proclaim April 17th Water Africa Day. And we are very fortunate to have the mayor of Lake Oswego, Jack Hoffman, who is going to come up and give the proclamation.
Well, thank you for coming today. I'm Mayor Jack Hoffman, Mayor of Lake Oswego, and this is a very important day for Lake Oswego. It is very important that you're here. It is very important that you make a statement here in Lake Oswego about the importance of water in our planet, about the importance of connections between Lake Oswego, Africa, China, South America. The list goes on and on. It's a pretty odd statement in our society when we pay up to $200 per gallon for imported water, and yet for a couple of cents we can provide water to villages in Africa and other parts of the world. The interesting thing about Africa, of course, is that the challenge of water is not only the quality of water, but it's also the lack of water. There are men and women and children dying every day because either they lack water or they lack quality water. And what's interesting about this Walk for Water is I'm glad to see all the men here, because in Africa, water is carried and transported from the source by children and by the women. It is a women and children's issue as much as more than it is a men's issue, because they're the ones upon whom this burden of providing water for the village falls. So I would like to thank you for coming. It's really a pleasure. This is a very important symbolic event today, because we can't change the world overnight, but we can start with symbolism, and we can start with small steps, because with small steps we can make a change in the world. So thank you for coming. So on behalf of the Lake Oswego City Council, and on behalf of the city of Lake Oswego, I would like to read this proclamation, this Water Africa Day. Whereas Saturday, April 17th, 2010, Water Africa volunteers with World Vision present Walk with Water in Lake Oswego. Whereas approximately 2/3 of the people in rural Zambia do not have access to safe water for drinking, cooking, and hygiene. That's 2/3. Whereas because safe water is not available. And I'm going to add a little bit of this, but villagers, particularly children, get sick from the unhealthy water they drink. It's the waterborne diseases. Under 5 mortality is estimated to be 25 to 35% in rural Zambia, and that's not unusual for other rural parts of Africa. The most common illnesses are diarrhea, schistosomiasis, and trachoma. And how can children in this country and in this world die from diarrhea? I don't know. Women and children, especially girls, spend hours every day walking miles to get water, and this is why the Lake Oswego Walk for Water replicates. It is our chance to be connected with those people 7,000 miles away. As a result of this, women do not have time to take care of their families or earn money, and girls cannot attend school. There is little water for gardens or livestock. Whereas by drilling a borehole and providing safe water, diarrhea and other waterborne diseases are cut by 95%. Under 5 mortality is cut in half. Women have time to care for their family and earn money. Girls can attend school. Villagers can grow gardens and water their livestock. And perhaps a little bit of peace can come to that part of our world. Whereas Walk for Water, an event to raise awareness and provide borehole wells in Zambia, will take place in Foothills Park right here in Lake Oswego, Oregon on April 17, 2010. Now therefore resolved that we, the Lake Oswego City Council, do hereby proclaim Saturday, April 17, 2010 as Water Africa Day for Lake Oswego. Congratulate yourself, give yourself a round of applause for perhaps bringing a little bit of peace to other parts of the world. Thank you very much.
And now the mayor will give it to Chimwewe Maseka. I had the opportunity to travel with Chimwewe when I was in Africa, and he is going to now receive the proclamation.
Good morning. We're grateful for the connection between the Lake Oswego and the people of Zambia so far away. We do have some great waters and great lakes, so I would really say it's a connection between Lake Oswego and our biggest lake, Lake Kariba. And for that, we do have a little gift. We have a little gift for the city, which is here, a lake, reminder of the importance of what Lake Kariba is to us. Lake Kariba is used for tourism. We have the mighty Victoria Falls on the lake. It's used for fishing, where we get kapenta, some little fish we use, and then for drinking. And so that's what I put as indeed the link. We thank you for the work that you're doing and your interest and support for the city. Some of your people, Honorable Mayor, came over to Sinazongwe last year, and we took them in the field. That's the other year. We took them in the field and they saw the beginning of the project, and we indeed welcome some more this year, I believe, are coming, and we look forward to indeed taking you out in the field this year. So I would like to now present this as a token of our connection.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of Lake Oswego, I'd like to give you a small token of appreciation, a bag and also a t-shirt from Lake Oswego for you. And
I also wanted to introduce who we call Chim One. Is Chim, he's from World Vision headquarters in Federal Way. Oh, he's down here filming. So anyway, please do seek these people out on the walk and ask them lots of questions about what is happening and what your contribution has made to them. Now I'd like to introduce Fordson, who is part of World Vision Zambia Board Development and Project Manager, again, just to speak about this water issue, and then we will get rolling on our walk.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give respect to His Worship, the Mayor for Lake Oswego, and everyone else that is here to begin the walk for water. I just want to be very quickly just talk about water and what it is and what it can do. I think I know that most of you know the statistics of people that do not have water in Africa and many other countries in the third world area. You know very well that every 15 seconds a child dies because of diarrhea or any other waterborne diseases. And that translates in about 6,000 children dying every day. And if we were to equate it to the population of Zambia, it will take only 6.5 years in order for us to be able to wipe out the entire population of Zambia, which is about 12.5 million. So you can imagine that if there's nothing that we are going to do, the children amounting to 12.5 million can die within 5.5 years. So it's very important that all of you here are going to help us to start rolling back diarrhea, to start rolling back issues of dysentery and other waterborne diseases. And today, we are marking the beginning of that, pulling back the long walk which is causing women and children to stay away from productive activities, to stay away from school, to stay away from the things that are keeping the children and the women away from being productive. So I'm very glad that Lake Oswego has decided to proclaim April 17 as Africa Water Day, because what is happening today is the beginning of a turnaround of a community that is going to be very productive because people are not going to die. So I want to thank each one of you for this wonderful time. I want to thank all of the people that have been involved in terms of the Water Africa preparations, and indeed all the people of Lake Oswego for coming to this great time. So that each step that you take is going to represent the end of the diseases that are out there in Africa and particularly in Zambia. Thank you so much. Let's begin the end of that long walk.
Thank you, Fordson. It's so good to have you. Okay, are we motivated to walk now?